begin. A long, long upward climb.
Seriously, it is a long-ass way to school. That's like a mile uphill. He's that guy who's like 50 years old, like, I had to walk 15 miles to school, all uphill.
You're a foot of cherry blossoms.
Whenever I sang my songs on the stage on my own, whenever I said my words, wishing they would be heard, I saw you smiling at me. Was it real or just my fantasy? You'd always be there in the corner of this tiny little bar.
Welcome to Cover by Cover. I'm Bone McMasterson.
And I'm dying slowly. This time on Cover by Cover, we decided to take a break from last week's dreary doldrum depressionville that was Serial Experiments Lane. And we decided to go with something a little more lighthearted, a little fluffier, a little funner.
Yeah, that's why this time we're going to take a look at something that, well, people can't help but gush over. Clannad!
Dubbed the Moe masterpiece, Clannad is based on the most highly acclaimed visual novel of all time. It was created by Key Studios, who, oddly enough, also produced the anime itself. A single playthrough of the visual novel can last well over 100 hours, taking the player, or reader, whatever, through up to 13 different possible story arcs. And that's just the first half.
The school story of Clannad involves the main character Tomoya becoming romantically involved with one of 8 different female characters, a cross every high school male must bear, and features 5 more optional endings if you look hard enough. But the Nagisa story earned top billing, granting the player an after story which depicts their life together after high school as the game's true canon ending. For a couple years, but that's neither here nor there.
As for the anime, it was a daunting challenge already because Nagisa's story worked great as a novel. But as a full-length show, the creators had to integrate the other stories of the game into the anime story, while having the romance plot focus solely on Nagisa and Tomoya because all of it was interwoven in the original game. Needless to say, it was a tall order. To this day, most people rate the sequel series, After Story, very highly, as one of the all-time greats, but Clannad itself gets snubbed in comparison, as if it's the black sheep of the family. Anime News Network ranks After Story as the second best anime of all time, but Clannad is ranked down at number 50?
So how does it all work out? Is it really the masterpiece that many claim? Or is it just another anime with overly cute characters that just serve to frustrate and annoy?
I think it's high time you shut the fuck up and we just watch it.
The hell was that?
This is Clannad.
So we start off with Tomoya, our male protagonist, reading us a daily entry from his emo diary. And by that I mean narrating one of the most iconic scenes in all of anime.
I hate this town. It's too filled with memories I'd rather forget. I go to school every day, hang out with my friends, and then I go home. There's no place I'd rather not go ever again.
Well, dude, maybe if you tried seeing your town through a less depressing color filter, you might actually...
Shh. I'm almost feeling something here.
Anpan, do you like this school? I have to say that I love it very, very much. But soon everything changes. Well, at least it does eventually. Fun things, happy things, they'll all eventually change someday, you know? But can you still love this place?
Just go and find more. All you have to do is find other fun and happy things. It's not so hard. Come on, let's go. And so we begin. A long, long upward climb.
I know we're already taking an aside, but it's well worth it. This opening scene, pulled straight from the visual novel, is a perfect example of how this show succeeds. The visual radiance of the transition from desaturated blue to bright, vivid, full color, the high-quality art and animation. We know right away that this show has some very high artistic aspirations.
We cut from this beautiful opening sequence to something completely different. The douchebag shenanigans of Tomoya's one and only friend Yohei Tsunohara.
You and your CD player turn way up day after day.
Well, I can't get myself going until I hear that song.
Hey, Will, you know what song he's talking about?
No, what? No! Stop! No more! Fucking stop! Ah!
But that's not even a joke. This is straight out of the source material. Tsunohara's favorite song in the whole world is Bomb Ahead.
Oh, what a coincidence. I feel better already. So Tomoya and Tsunohara dick around like your average high schoolers after school, which brings me to why these characters actually work. They're both delinquents. They skip school, have no aspirations or goals, and they haven't found their purpose in life. But that's a completely normal thing for high school kids to experience. It makes them empathetic, even as Tsunohara is more so just pathetic.
This is a world that has ended. Nothing is born, nothing dies. Not even passing
What
time
is
exists.
this?
If I were looking for somewhere to be born, I don't think I should choose this world.
Who's even
In
talking?
this world, such as it is, there is someone. I wonder if she can see me. I haven't been born into this world.
What is... what? Who?
A girl living alone in a world that has ended. A girl living in this empty and still world. For some reason, I am bothered by that girl.
Well, I'm bothered by a lot more than that. The hell is this? Fan fiction? Aliens. So Tomoya gets accosted by the twins Ryo and Kyo Fujibayashi, who will play an important role in the story as a whole, but not so much for these first couple episodes. However, they are pretty hilarious.
Then, I'll read your fortune for tomorrow. Fortune telling is my hobby, you see. Oh.
Oh boy.
It says you're going to be late tomorrow.
You trying to make me mad?
Hey, Tomoya Okazaki!
You know, almost killing your classmates via blunt force trauma. Pure comedy.
Tomoya gets out of Dodge for lunch and spots that girl from earlier eating all alone and decides to give her some company.
Yo, you alone? You should eat in the classroom with your friends. Anpan, are you listening to me?
No, I'm so sorry. I'm in the middle of my lunchtime meal.
And? What, you have to devote 100% of your focus to eating a frickin' jelly roll? Careful, we wouldn't want you walking and chewing gum at the same time. Jeez, how long do you plan on taking?
So what did you want?
Nothing really. I was just wondering why you're here eating lunch alone.
It's just that I was out of school for a long time last year, so everything's different. And I...
Have to take the year over?
Yes, I'm a repeater. Everybody that I knew has graduated and gone on to their lives, so there isn't anyone I know here anymore.
Hey, Nagisa, when someone proactively talks to you for like any reason at all, don't put food blinders on and expect them to sit around and wait for you to finish your shitty jelly roll. Try being fucking social.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm Tomoya Okazaki of Class D.
And my name is Nagisa Furukawa of Class B.
It's very nice to meet you.
Yes, same here. Tomoya Okazaki.
There, that's better. He's still probably never gonna talk to you again, but at least you're trying.
Nagisa wants to join the drama club, but isn't too sure about it. Then, before he knows it, Tomoya finds himself wandering over to the club rooms where he bumps into Nagisa again. Unfortunately, joining the drama club goes about as well as that whole making friends thing.
Okazaki, it's you. You came here too?
Yeah.
What are you doing with your hand out there?
'Cause you're a hot chick and I'm trying to get in that. Just being honest, sugar tits.
Seriously, dude, can you not ruin this innocent friendship for me? I am genuinely enjoying this show.
Well, hey man, the P will the G, what can you do? I'm sorry.
Damn right you are.
Part of what makes this show stand apart from most slice-of-life anime is the mutual awkwardness of both Tomoya and Nagisa. Tomoya is this hardened, cool guy, and Nagisa's just shy and meek. They couldn't be more different, except for the fact that neither of them have really dealt with this whole feelings thing before. It's that whole awkward high school phase that is typically overdone or exaggerated and played for uncomfortable / non-existent laughs. But Clannad opts to play it mostly straight, and it does it very, very well.
So Tomoya again dicks around, wasting his day because homework is for nerds. But he ends up wandering to Nagisa's house where he meets her crazy-ass family. They're kinda hard to sum up in a single clip and impossible to make fun of, because what makes them so endearing is that they're always ready and willing to deprecate themselves with their own crazy-ass silliness.
After the family forces dinner on Tomoya and try to rename him because, I don't know, the Japanese have a bizarre sense of humor. He heads home where the show becomes very, very serious.
On the 27th, Earth will be within 55,750,000 kilometers of Mars. As you know, Mars is in an orbit just
Dad,
outside
if
that
you're going to sleep, you should move to your bed.
around the sun, brings
Come on, Dad, wake up.
every 26 months. But this is the first time in 60,000 years that it's come this close.
Oh, well, look at this, will you? It seems that I've caused you such trouble again, Tomoya.
My mother died in a traffic accident when I was little. Because of that, I guess my dad has been drinking and gambling and hasn't been working much.
Ooh. Well, at least this makes Tomoya into a mysterious, wounded guy that Nagisa can care for. You know, with sexual
His
healing.
father is an alcoholic and his mother is dead. Fucking downer.
I feel like most people see this scene, think, aw, that's sad, and just move on. But just stop and really let this sink in. I've heard several people seriously call Tomoya emo or broody in a derogatory sense, and I honestly find it offensive. You wouldn't call someone that in real life if this was his or her situation, and this is not some contrived backstory to make us pity Tomoya. It's integral to his character and the story as a whole, and only if you really stop and try to think about what it must be like to grow up in that home, or, God forbid, actually live it yourself, can you even begin to emotionally connect with Tomoya as a character. And doing that for some people is too emotionally dangerous. But that's the level of development and investment this show is asking for.
So, seemingly by random chance, Tomoya ends up back in front of Nagisa's house/bakery, and we get another iconic moment again in the first episode.
If you'd like. I'll take you to a special place in town. A place where all your wishes come true.
Sure.
Holy crap, that was only one episode? Yeah, and we didn't even go over everything. Alright, well, I guess let's see how this next one plays out. Woo!
What are you doing out here this late at night, Okazaki?
Wait, where did all the stars and light and directional wind fluttering your hair go? What was that?
Oh, that? I was just rehearsing lines for a play.
What, wait, seriously? Can I hang out here every night?
Yes.
Meanwhile, in the dark world of unending sorrow, the barely clothed little girl demonstrates exactly how an erector set doesn't work. I mean, come on, look at her. Well, this is metal too, right? So, I'll just shove this here. And then this looks nothing like it, so I'm just gonna shove that right there. And zip zap jiggity, it's a robot right there, look at that.
This somehow convinces our omnipresent narrator that he wants to be born into Horrible Land, and we cut to...
Get out of the way!
a casual attempted murder!
You should watch where you're going. You almost killed me.
Good. Not even a scratch. Looks like I won't have to charge you for any repairs. You had better be grateful.
Listen here. If either of us should be grateful, it's you that I don't have you arrested.
Well, great. I guess she's off to terrorize the entire school. Hope they have insurance. I hope they have a lot of insurance. Anyway, Dio again hassles Tomoya for being late when...
Hey, you! Tomoya!
Huh?
Come with me right now.
Huh?
Bye.
Look, the baby's yours.
Baby? What baby? I've never had sex with you.
Remember this morning? Some things happened. You probably don't remember.
Okazaki, what were you talking about with my sister just now?
All right, everybody, listen up.
Kyo's pregnant with my unborn child. Because she raped me.
I'm putting him up for adoption.
You already know the gender?
Nagisa tries to ditch the drama club and join the Quidditch team, but Tomoya's not having it, so he hauls her off to make a poster. And we're introduced to a very silly yet endearingly relevant presence in the series.
Dango, 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 big dango family. There!
Yeah, the big Dango family. It's pretty much Nagisa's most favorite thing in the whole world. So if you can't handle cutesy stuff like this in fairly frequent doses, then this may not be the show for you. Would you shut up, damn it?
God, I'm sorry, it's so cute! So, since Tomoya promised to stop being nice to Nagisa, he stays up all night making dango for her. He laces the green ones with poison, the red ones with Tabasco sauce, and colors them using lead-based paint. Okay, none of that's actually true, but this actually happens. Unfortunately.
I'm giving it to a friend of mine, all right?
I don't understand. Why not let me help you, son? What should I do? Won't you tell me?
Don't touch it! God! Will you just quit it already? Why do you have to talk to me like I'm some kind of a stranger? What am I to you anyway? What am I?
Tomoe.
I gotta say, if there's one thing that I really don't get, it's this over-the-top hatred that Tomoya has for his father. I feel like it's simultaneously too well done, but not raw enough. I'm not saying it's done poorly, and I'm not saying it doesn't work, but if there's one thing the show could and should have given more attention to, it's their relationship.
It's the Big Dango family!
It's not the real thing, of course.
It's okay. You've made me really happy.
Okay, so can I get some action? I worked for like 20 minutes on those things. I feel like I at least deserve a handy.
Tomoya reminisces about not being able to play basketball anymore for some reason, and Nagisa begs him to play with her. However, when it comes time for them to play, it's pouring rain, so there's no way that Nagisa could possibly still be waiting for Tomoya and... Oh.
I'm always causing you trouble. I'm gonna have to...
Furukawa! Furukawa!
Well, given what we've seen here, I can only assume that Nagisa dies. In his grief rage, Tomoya gets drunk, goes home, and murders his father. The remainder of the show is then spent cataloging his numerous trips through the various levels of the Japanese prison system, and then he eventually dies hunched over a toilet, very, very alone.
Or instead of assuming things, we could just finish watching the show.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Admittedly, both the overt moe style and the slice-of-life genre that the show loves living in will not be for everyone. However, that doesn't take anything away from the incredibly beautiful art, the great English dub, the wonderful animation, and the characters who give this anime its vibrance and real life.
I wanted to watch this show from the opening scene alone. It gives off a sense of self-assured confidence, that it knows what it's doing, and you know what? It might take a while to get there, but the journey will be worth it. Like Gurren Lagann and Evangelion before it gave non-mech fans a show to watch and enjoy, Clannad gives non-genre fans, and even people who aren't anime fans at all, a story that's beautiful and engaging, and a whole host of characters that are so great that it's almost impossible that none of them will be liked. So, what are you waiting for? This episode's over. Go watch it already.
Now, full disclosure, Will and I have seen both Clannad and After Story in the past.
Yeah.
But to be completely honest, it's for the reasons we just gave you. That's why we continued watching it. I mean, watch one episode of this show and you're going to be hooked. Watch 2 episodes of this show and what the fuck are you even doing taking the Blu-ray out of your PS3?
Yeah, I agree. Well, that's it again for Cover by Cover. I'm Will Ryan.
And I'm JT Camp, reminding you folks at home, drunk fathers and basketball do not mix.
Darling, so